A warm greeting. Today is Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia speaking. At the time of recording this video, it is 6 p.m. in South Carolina and North Carolina, where the current location of what is now Tropical Storm Idalia is situated. Earlier this morning, it arrived as a Category 3 hurricane at Florida's Big Bend. It has continued its path over the southeastern part of Georgia while weakening. Currently, it is crossing over the eastern part of South Carolina and heading towards the eastern sectors of North Carolina. Additionally, we can observe Hurricane Franklin, which continues its slow movement through the North Atlantic while gradually losing strength. It is currently a Category 2 hurricane and is expected to maintain this status as it moves over cooler ocean surface temperatures. However, it is anticipated to remain a tropical cyclone over the next few days. Furthermore, Tropical Depression 11 has formed in the open waters of the tropical Atlantic. Currently, it is forecasted not to develop into a tropical storm and is expected to dissipate over the next 2 days. In the final part of the video, I'll also be discussing a new tropical wave that will be emerging from Africa over the weekend. It is expected to encounter favorable conditions for some form of cyclonic development as it moves west-northwestward over the tropical Atlantic. Let's begin by talking about Tropical Storm Idalia. Currently, Tropical Storm Idalia has sustained maximum winds of 70 miles per hour, and its center of circulation is currently located in the eastern part of South Carolina. It will soon be entering the southern and eastern sectors of North Carolina. As you know, this cyclone made landfall as a Category 3 hurricane in Florida, and as it crosses over the southeastern United States, it has been weakening. At this hour, it is causing strong wind gusts, storm surges, and heavy rainfall across South Carolina and North Carolina. Weather conditions have gradually improved over Florida and Georgia. Recovery efforts have already begun, especially in the northern sectors of Florida and southern Georgia. In the Doppler radar image at this hour, you can see that the center of circulation is currently just south of Savannah, but the most active part of rainfall is to the north of the circulation. Heavy showers with some flooding are being reported across much of South Carolina. This rain will move towards the eastern and southern parts of North Carolina during tonight. These rains will bring about 4 to 7 inches of rain over the next 12 hours, so flooding will continue across the states of North Carolina and South Carolina. Residents in these areas should seek shelter tonight. In terms of winds, you can see that tropical storm force winds are currently affecting parts of eastern Georgia. They are also affecting the central southern region of South Carolina, and tonight they will reach the state of North Carolina with gusts between 50 to 60 miles per hour. In this image, you can see the wind history, where orange indicates where some tropical storm force winds have been felt. Hurricane force winds were felt across some areas of northern Florida and southeastern Georgia, where the northwest quadrant of the circulation passed through. It's along this reddish band that the most significant wind-related damage was reported. As Tropical Storm continues its path over South Carolina and North Carolina, you can see that flooding continues along the coast, especially in parts of the South Carolina coast, where a storm surge of up to 5 feet is anticipated. The same goes for some areas of eastern North Carolina. According to the projection of trajectory models, you can see that by Thursday, the center of Tropical Storm Idalia should move over the waters of the Atlantic and continue an east-southeast trajectory over the next 2 to 3 days. The models agree that it will pass over the island of Bermuda in the early hours of Monday. At least the good news is that it doesn't anticipate strengthening of this cyclone. In fact, when it leaves North Carolina, it's estimated to have winds of approximately 50 miles per hour, and the models predict that it will maintain a steady intensity as it approaches Bermuda. At this moment, it appears that it will arrive as a tropical storm with sustained maximum winds of 50 miles per hour. This can be seen in the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center. During the afternoon hours on Thursday, the center of circulation will be located to the east of North Carolina. Then, it will continue on an east-southeast trajectory at least until Saturday afternoon. Afterward, it will make a turn to the east-northeast, passing near the island of Bermuda during the early hours of Monday. On another note, I wanted to mention that the Atlantic remains active and seems likely to continue this way for the next few weeks. In addition to Tropical Depression 11, there are 2 areas we are monitoring for the possibility of cyclonic development. However, these 2 disturbances will move over the open waters of the Atlantic and do not pose a risk to the Americas. In the Caribbean region, we need to be attentive to a new tropical wave that will emerge from Africa over the next few days. While there are currently no disturbances representing a danger to the local region, some models indicate the possibility of a low-pressure system developing. For example, here we have the ensemble members of the GFS model, where some of them develop a tropical storm by the middle of next week. Additionally, we also have the ensemble members of the European model, where many of them also show a tropical depression or tropical storm developing between Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. You can see that the members agree on a west-northwest trajectory, which could be of interest to the Caribbean region in the long term. Approximately 80% of the European model's ensemble members show the development of a tropical depression between Tuesday and Wednesday in the tropical Atlantic region. This is a long-term forecast, and at this moment, the National Hurricane Center has not marked this area as an area of interest for cyclonic development. However, they should be monitoring it over the next few days as there is a lot of consensus among the best models that a new cyclone will likely develop in this area. For example, the European model has been consistent in developing a tropical storm between Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. We also have the Canadian model with a tropical storm in the afternoon hours of Tuesday, as well as the German and UK models. So, in reality, there is a lot of consensus that we will be monitoring this area starting from the weekend, and although the National Hurricane Center has not marked this area at the moment, I understand that they will likely do so within the next 24 hours. We will be watching this new disturbance closely. However, at this moment, it's impossible to know if it would pass near the Caribbean region or any region of the United States. Here at Hurricane Info, I will remain vigilant about the evolution of this new disturbance, and we will also continue to monitor the path of Tropical Storm Idalia as it approaches Bermuda. Well, that's all for this video. With this, I conclude the special coverage of Hurricane Idalia and its passage through the southeastern United States. However, I will continue recording videos over the next few days to discuss other systems and any changes that arise in this forecast. I hope everyone has an excellent night. Until next time.